I'm here at Venture Summit with Fengmin from Metafoodx. Fengmin, you're talking to investors, you're generating a bit of a buzz. What are you telling folks?
Yeah, we are really the first solution. We're looking at helping the food service operators to actually prevent food waste, basically to make them sustainable by eliminating the food waste and also improving their efficiency in operation by doing real-time granular food consumption tracking. Use the tracked results to plan ahead, says how much food really I need to make to get rid of the overproduction. That's the biggest cost factor for them.
Do you have any stats on food waste? It's a real pressing issue, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. Just look at the US. We're talking about annually, we're wasting 40% of all the food. And then of course, coming to the food operator, this sector, we're still looking about anywhere from 15 to 30% of food wasted.
And how did you come up with this idea? Do you have a background in food service, or tell me a little bit about your backstory?
I'm glad you asked. Actually, I have been an entrepreneur in cybersecurity. This is my fifth startup. All previous four startups have been in cybersecurity, but I learned a lot. Basically, I shifted from the cybersecurity to food security. One of my most successful one people probably know is Palo Alto Networks. Actually, I'm a co-founder of Palo Alto Networks. But I learned a lot in terms of how do we apply, for example, AI to help solve problems. So in this case, I really feel there is nothing bigger, more serious than food. Today, everyone worried about sustainability, and we actually can apply what we learned from doing other startups to apply AI to actually help people solve the problem in the food supply chain, basically.
And is this a case of the food service getting a better grasp on who they're feeding, their customers, how many customers to anticipate, things like that?
Yes, to be put it in short, right? What happened in the past is people do not have visibility on how much food is really get used because they typically operate in cycles, right? Any group serving scenario is where the challenge is because you have to feed a lot of people with quality food. And in the past, they are basing on manual guessing work of how much to make. That's where then the waste come in. So for a typical, take a university, somewhere easily 15% of the food is wasted because of the overproduction. Associated with the overproduction, that means the labor, the costs, right, for the food, and also energy and what is produced as a waste go to the landfill. So that's why this is a huge problem for us. We say, okay, we are going to have a food consumption tracking solution to tell you exactly how much people are eating for different menu items, different food, and different ingredients. And then the next cycle, based on what you know, this cycle, how many people, what's going to happen, now you have a baseline to say how I'm going to scale, predict how much to make for the next cycle. That's really our differentiation from in the past. People have been looking at food waste mainly from creating awareness, repurposing the food. And we are the first one to look at it, says we really need to prevent it. So then we can save a lot more.
So if it's a restaurant, you take a hard look at what they're selling on their menu, what's most popular, what's least popular. That all goes into the analytics to prepare for the next cycle in order to save the wasting of food, which of course saves money as well.
Absolutely. You know, our starting point is where the challenge, the scale is at any of the dining facility, right? From university to big company, anywhere you have a group challenge. Then the restaurant, it's a similar situation. In particular today with the cloud kitchen, with the central kitchen scenario, right? A lot of food are made at stages. So the moment you have that, you have the scale, then the problem become very, very acute, right? How do you predict and measure? So you know you do the production based on what you know really people need, what people like, what you don't, they don't like, right? As you mentioned. Yeah.
Great. And how can people find you?
Our website is metafoodx.com, and we really also are going to be actually at the Food Waste Summit in St. Louis this May 16th through 18th. So we are really engaging a lot of different organizations, in particular the customer. We are already today at 3 of our customers are doing pilots today, active pilots.
Fantastic. Well, I want to thank you for stopping by to chat for a few minutes.
Thank you so much for your time.